you think the people of ancient Egypt were vastly different from us, you're somewhat mistaken. They also followed fashion trends, wore perfumes, had pets, hosted grand parties, drank wine, and danced. Here are some facts about the people of ancient Egypt that you probably have never heard of. Number 1. Family members had separate breakfasts. At that time, it was uncommon for family members, especially noble families, to have breakfast together. The head of the family ate breakfast alone, with servants bringing it to him after his morning bath. However, women ate their breakfast during or right after their morning makeup routine. Family members gathered around a table in the evenings or at night. Wine played a significant role in the meals of ancient Egyptians. Number 2. They had a unique attitude toward their shoes. The people of ancient Egypt were often barefoot, even the pharaohs. They had special servants whose job was to carry the sandals of the rulers. Sometimes the soles of the sandals of the nobility were decorated with images or names of their enemies, symbolically trampling them. Moreover, the ancient Egyptians believed that the deceased would need their sandals in the afterlife, which is why sandals were placed near their bodies in their tombs. Pharaohs' sandals were often made of gold. However, walking in these gold sandals must have been difficult in reality. Number 3. They loved pets. The ancient Egyptians were among the first people to keep animals as pets. They had a great fondness for cats, but dogs, storks, falcons, and monkeys were also among their favorite animals. The image above shows a man giving water to a dog from his mouth, probably without a bowl. According to some evidence, monkeys and dogs were used to assist soldiers in protecting Egypt's borders. The people of ancient Egypt cared for their pets just as much as we do today. Pet owners wanted to see their pets in the afterlife, so they mummified their deceased pets and placed them in the owners' tombs. Number 4. Dance choreography was more important than the dancers' clothing. Male and female dancers in ancient Egypt performed almost naked before spectators, and it seems that dance direction and choreography were considered far more important than the dancers' attire at the time. However, the dancers compensated for the lack of clothing with elaborate hairstyles, jewelry, and frankincense perfume. Number 5. They used scented cones on their heads. The people of ancient Egypt paid great attention to scents. They used various methods to scent the air around them, one of which was placing a cone filled with frankincense on their heads. These cones contained a mixture of wax or tallow combined with fragrant gum, cinnamon extract, and other aromatic substances. The Egyptians would place these cones on their heads and tie them to their wigs with ribbons. In Egypt's hot climate, the wax or tallow would begin to melt, releasing its fragrance into the air. Additionally, these plant-based perfumes would repel blood-sucking insects. Number 6. Wine was so important that it was used to pay wages. The ancient Egyptians believed that Osiris, the god of the afterlife, taught them how to make wine. Instead of boiling, they used a method of cold brewing for beer. The wine produced in ancient Egypt was quite different from today's, as it was as thick as milk, sour, and slightly bitter, perfectly quenching the Egyptians' thirst. As seen in the image above, the ancient Egyptians used a straw to drink wine, preventing the seeds in the wine from entering their mouths. Wine was served alongside bread and was used to pay the wages of soldiers, officials, and pyramid workers. Even pharaohs upon marriage would commit to giving their wives 10 pieces of bread and 2 jars of wine every day. If you enjoyed these interesting facts about ancient Egyptians, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends so you can hear more fascinating stories like this.